Normally when Walmart is in the news, it's not good. But in this episode of Scam Alert, we're going to talk about how Walmart blocked $4 million in elderly scammed gift cards.
Hey yo!
DEYO. DEYO.
So here are some of the key points. There was technology that was developed by Walmart that helped the retail giant identify and freeze nearly $4 million in gift cards that had been bought by thousands of primarily elderly victims at the direction of con artists who duped them, aka scammers. The United States Department of Justice, after being notified by Walmart, recently seized that money through a federal court action in Arkansas. Now the money can be claimed by the victims of the frauds. But federal authorities say the money that Walmart managed to save for those victims is just a small fraction of the millions of dollars annually lost in so-called imposter scams that rely on the purchase of gift cards. In the first 9 months of 2021, consumers reported losing $148 million in frauds where gift cards were purchased to pay scammers. In comparison, $114 million was reported lost for the entirety of 2020. Usually, scammers will pose as government officials or representatives of fairly large companies like Walmart, Norton, McAfee, Amazon, PayPal, you name it. So what they do is these scammers create a false sense of urgency that you need to resolve this issue now or some sort of horrible thing is going to happen to you. Normally being arrested, and it's very, very, very effective. But about half of the victims who report imposter scams end up making a payment using a gift card, the data shows. In 2021, gift cards were the most commonly reported method of payment used by victims of imposter frauds over 60 years old. Once the cards are purchased, scammers ask the victim to scratch the back of the cards to reveal an ID number that can be used online or in-store to buy items that can then be sold for profit. And when the cards are used, the cash is gone, which makes it difficult, if not impossible, for victims to recoup their losses. Even as the losses from gift card scams grow, it's relatively rare for retailers like Walmart, CVS, and so forth to stop victims from getting ripped off. The official urged people who believed that they had been defrauded to contact the Victim Witness Program via DOJ website, which I'll leave down below, to report the crime and potentially recoup their money. Walmart says its victim assistance fraud program is unique among retailers. The effort has been successful in stopping some cases of fraud and freezing funds associated with scams. Walmart said it developed technology to identify purchases of gift cards connected with fraud and increase signage in the stores and online to educate consumers about common signs of scams. And Walmart participates in government and private retail programs to share this technology with other retailers to help them address the problem of fraudulent gift card purchases at their own locations. In response, the team identified video surveillance in Walmart stores that had captured images of people loading cash on the gift cards that were subject of the police reports. The retailer found that a disproportionate amount of victims at the cash registers who loaded the Walmart gift cards were senior citizens. The surveillance also showed that the victims usually were actively using their cell phones to convey Walmart gift card numbers to an unknown individual on the other end of the calls. The retail also found that those gift cards had been used to make purchases within hours or minutes of the card value being loaded in states that were different from where the card was loaded. Walmart in February 2016 began tracking the checking of gift card balances from overseas and developed a system to identify what the retailer believed were fraudulent patterns involving the cards, the affidavit said. Eventually, Walmart identified about 10,600 suspicious transactions with a value of $4.4 million. In July 2017, the retailer froze the gift card funds connected to the suspected frauds and contacted the Secret Service about the money. Now, usually we don't really hear about many of these guys being arrested, but in November of 2019, investigators with the Walmart Global Investigations and the Secret Service identified one man, a Chinese national living in New Hampshire, named Songhua Li, as having completed more than $16,000 in gift card transactions in Arkansas during that month alone, according to the Democrat Gazette newspaper and other Arkansas media outlets. An affidavit in Liu's criminal case said that investigators believed that the Chinese national netted between $500,000 to $1 million per month in fraudulent gift cards, according to the reports. He was later sentenced to 27 months in federal prison after pleading guilty to wire fraud, with the expectation that he would be deported at the end of his term. In January, police in Colleyville, Texas announced that they had arrested 2 additional people who allegedly were part of what they called an Asian money laundering ring, which has scammed victims, many of them elderly, out of more than $3 million involving gift cards. with the proceeds being sent to China. So I just want to say kudos to Walmart, good work guys, and I hope that you guys keep it up and help other retailers to help identify these gift card scams as well.